Hey guys, Kim from Eleanor Grace Handmade here. I put together a quick tutorial for you on the chain stitch. If you want to learn to crochet, that's pretty much where you've got to start. I don't know about you, but when I was learning to crochet, I kind of thought it was a bummer to have to practice without anything to show for it. So don't think of this as just practice. Don't think of this as just learning the stitch. You're going to make a bracelet. I'm going to show you how, so let's get started. All right, so what you're going to do first is grab your yarn. I'm using a number 4 weight and then a 5.5 millimeter hook. You can use any yarn or hook that you want. This is just what I chose to use today. It's the same for everything. So you're going to take your yarn. We're making a slip stitch right now. So you make a little circle and then put the tail behind the circle. Put your hook inside underneath that. And then pull tight. Okay, so we've got the slip stitch done. Then you're going to grab your yarn tail that's connected to the ball of yarn, wrap it around the front of your hook, and pull it through what was on your hook. Okay, so wrap around the front, pull through the stitch that's on your hook. Okay, we're just going to keep on doing this over and over until we have the number of stitches that you need. So you might wonder, well, how do I know the number of stitches that I need? Well, that's going to be determined by the pattern that you're working from or the length that you need your chain to be. So wrap around the front, pull through what's on the hook. So I'm going to speed up a little bit here. Just to keep going. Now for our bracelet, you can continue chaining until you have it the length that you want. So if you're making it for yourself, you can measure it on your wrist. If you're making it for someone else, you can measure it on their wrist. Or obviously if they're not with you, you're just going to have to guesstimate. But we're going to keep chaining until we get the length that we're looking for. I chained about 25 chain stitches for the bracelet to fit me, just to give you an idea. Once you have the length that you think you need, you can, like I said, do a quick measure on your wrist. And when you know you're done chaining and you have it long enough, you're going to grab your scissors. I'm going to use the ones that one of my kids left sitting next to me because scissors always disappear in my house. But we're going to go ahead, leave a little bit of a tail and cut off the, the ball of yarn or the hank of yarn that you're using. Take the tail, do another chain stitch, except this time you're going to pull the tail all the way through and tighten since we're done making chains. I can tie it around my wrist as is, as one strand, or we can get a little creative here. For my bracelet, I did the same thing we just did a couple more times in different colors, so I could make a bracelet with 3 strands. You can either tie it on with a bow, or you can tie it in a knot and leave it on while you shower, wash dishes, anything where it's going to be getting wet and drying over and over. Cotton yarn is much better for that. I want to thank you so much for joining me for this tutorial. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section. I would be more than happy to answer them. I would also love it if you would join me on other platforms like Facebook and Instagram. I'll put the links in the description box. And please like and follow this channel so you can see more as it comes out.